Hello, everybody. This is Jay Rambo, host of the show, The Fubar Situation. Today, I'm going to be talking about what I believe should be included in Red Dead 2. Now, this is more just going to be like what we would want to see, or generally, since I'm the only one here right now, what I would like to see. This is going to be pretty much an opinionated video. So, obviously, you might agree, you might disagree on certain points that I have to talk about. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet for, the less known parts of the future, if and when a Red Dead 2 is even going to be coming out. I don't have any official news with me, sorry about that, but this is just more like what we would like to see. And after this video, if it catches a little bit of fire, then I will definitely start researching the topic and find more sources and really get back with some more hard information on the future of the Red Dead series. Now, moving on from that, I'm going to talk about a few things. If you saw the first clip, the little glimpse of what the criteria I was going to talk about, I'm going to start with campaign. Now, campaign, obviously, since it's a Red Dead game, is going to have to be set in, the 1800s, roughly. Red Dead Redemption was set in the early 1900s, but definitely I'd like to see us move away from the early 1900s, turn of the century thing, kind of go back to the more like Red Dead Revolver type stuff where it was just hardcore Western future technology, like in this game, the high-powered pistol, semi-automatic shotgun. I'd like to see those not exist and just come back to the original roots of what Red Dead started as. Now, I don't have any official information on what the campaign is. If there even is a game, we don't even know. There's just common speculation that there will be one, and I would definitely love to see a new Red Dead come out, as well as I know from a lot of community outreach members who would also like to see that as well. So that'd be great. So moving on, like I said, I don't have a ton of information about campaign, but just kind of stick to the overall roots of what the Red Dead franchise started as. Now, moving on to the next part, I'm going to talk about multiplayer. I'm going to just compare some great things that I noticed about Red Dead Redemption's multiplayer. Obviously, the free roam aspect, where you're able to coexist with other people in a great environment. With great graphics, great sound, great, everything. And, there's game types in here. I know this game's a little bit old and probably not many people play on these game types anymore, but even like the versus matches that you could get into, whether it was like a team deathmatch oriented match or was it grab, I think that one was grab bag, which was pretty much like a capture the flag type thing. Where these team-oriented games had you pitting up against, another gang of sorts from the pre-selected characters. That was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. And, like, the rewards you got for after me playing it for so long, I got a bunch of gold guns. Not all of them are gold, but I tend to just use, like, if you can see in the gameplay, I tend to use pretty much only gold guns just because I like to show off a little bit that I earned that achievement. So, anyway, just moving on from that, we'll get into character customization, which was another big point that I want. Actually, no. I'm going to go back and I'm going to state some more about the multiplayer. You know what would be cool to see? I just thought about this just now. Be cool to see, kind of like GTA 5. I'm going to compare it to GTA 5 a lot because GTA 5 so far is the pinnacle of Rockstar games. You can't argue. I mean, Red Dead Redemption is its own thing, but GTA 5 beats Red Dead Redemption in its own way. So moving on from that, it would be really cool to see if you can do heists in a new Red Dead Redemption game. You could easily do it. Banks existed. They were knocked off. That's just a fact. Guys like Billy the Kid, stagecoach robberies, things like that to help you get money. Perhaps you can even purchase a property. Like, maybe you could purchase your own little plot of land, get like a little ranch setting, you buy cattle for whatever the fucking reason you want. Just like small little things like that you could, focus on could actually be really cool in this type of game. You know, obviously, like GTA 5 had apartments. It's kind of harder to do in Red Dead Redemption because apartments weren't necessarily a thing. Hotels were. There's people living in hotels, but granted, a hotel room, it's a room, not a house. So it's going to be smaller. And so if they were to do that where you could have properties, maybe they would move to buying like a plot of land or purchasing a property that they have already set up, like in GTA 5. There's different apartment buildings that you can have multiple people living in, but there's different things that you could potentially have for more money, like a bigger garage, more just an updated interior like they did with that one update. And that'd be, I mean, to me it'd be kind of hard to do because how could you have it that 5 people are living in the same house? Obviously that's not going to work because there are bound to be people who buy the same property. That you can't avoid that. So I don't know if how that would work out, and that'd be my only problem. That I mean, well, I'm not a developer of anything, so I don't know how shit gets done, but that'd be something that I would feel like would be pretty hard to do. Now I'm gonna just talk quickly about character customization. Getting into that, it'd be cool to see like they did in GTA 5, where you just create your own person from scratch. Wear whatever clothes, combine this and that. Little things like gloves, masks, hats, watches, ties. You could essentially do that in Red Dead Redemption. However, it's probably going to be on a lower scale because unlike GTA 5 where it can represent multiple time periods like the Lowrider DLC and all this, like there's the high business or like whatever the business DLC was, so you get like different suits and stuff. It might be a little bit harder to do in Red Dead Redemption because in a second installment, because it's not, obviously it's not modern times, so people don't dress in the past. This took place in a specific time period in 1800s to early 1900s. So everybody's going to pretty much look the same, but only the minor details, whether you're wearing rougher, torn up clothes or, fancier, elegant suits, depending on what your economic status was at the time. That might bring it down a little bit as far as, limits. That could be a limit on character customization. One proposal that I possibly have is, why not kind of combine Red Dead Redemption where you had to pick a multiplayer character from a specific gang, but also combine it with the aspect of GTA 5. So what I'm saying is, like, for example, I'm Tricky Pat Dempson from Walton's gang in Red Dead Redemption. Now, why not pick Walton's gang as, like, a gang that you could, dress as, and then just pick a selection of clothes based off that gang? Like, so, if you wanted to wear, like, this top hat, you'd have to select Walton's gang for you to wear this top hat and look like this character. So yeah, just like pick an overall gang to be a part of, like I said, Walton's gang, and then just use customization from there to use customization from that gang, use their clothes, their style to make your own character. Now that was one thing that I saw could be arranged, because you have American Army, U.S. Marshal, so you have all these different clothing styles, but why not customize your own character within one of those factions? Anyway, moving on from character customization, talk about DLC. Now you can have it a couple ways. You could either have it like Red Dead Redemption did. You can have it where you buy individual packs. You could get the Game of the Year edition, or you could buy all, get the packs in one bundle. You could do that. Or something else you could possibly do is like GTA 5, where the DLC was all free and they just kept updating it, and since it would probably be more oriented towards a next-gen console, I'm assuming that that's how they would take it, is like GTA 5, where they would be able to just update every now and then. Here's some new free DLC. And I actually was a fan of the free DLC. It's just the trade-off is that they push for those damn shark cards, which, is understandable, but free DLC versus paying for season passes and all these other packs, I'm not a fan of that. But anyway, that was the video. Those are just my opinions. If you have different opinions or different things that you'd like to see, don't forget to comment. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe, and goodbye, everybody.